Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Math School Learn to Succeed. In this channel, I'll be teaching you Karnataka Board Class 10th SLC Insert Math. In today's video, let us solve the question number 4 from exercise 10.3, chapter number 10 quadratic equations. In my previous videos, I've solved the examples from 8 to 15 and questions 1 to 3 related to this exercise. If you have not watched these videos, please find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. So before we begin our video today, please like and subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC Insert Math. Question number 4 from exercise 10.3, chapter 10 quadratic equation says the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. Okay, so here they're asking us to find out the Rahman's present age, and they have given us sum of the reciprocals of his age 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. So since in the question they're asking us find his present age, if we have to determine something, then we have to assume or we have to let it to be x initially. Okay, so initially let us assume Rahman's present age to be x. Let Rahman's present age be x years. Now here they have given the question the sum of reciprocals of Rahman's ages 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. So let us first see what his age is 3 years ago and 5 years from now. So for example, if somebody's age is 10 years now, so 3 years ago his age will be 10 minus 3, that will be 7, right? And his age 5 years from now, we have to add plus 5. Okay, so if we add plus 5, you will get 15 years. Okay, 3 years ago his age will be 7 and 5 years from now his age will be 15, for example, if his present age is 10. Similarly, we have to write here his age 3 years ago will be, always remember, if they tell us the age is 3 years ago, then we have to subtract. Okay, so we will take his present age and we will subtract 3 from it. Okay, since they have told us it is 3 years ago, and now they are saying us 5 years from now will be, so his age 5 years from now will be his present age x plus 5. Okay, so now we have to take the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's ages. Okay, how do we take the reciprocal? For example, if you take a number 3, the reciprocal of this number 3 is what? 1 by 3. Okay, we have to just inverse the number. Okay, so let us take the reciprocal of sum of his ages 3 years ago and 5 years from now. So what is the reciprocal of his age 3 years ago? It is 1 by x minus 3, and we have to take sum, since they are saying sum of reciprocals. Okay, so again reciprocal of x plus 5 will be 1 divided by x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 3. So this is what is given in the question. This is according to the question we are forming this equation. Now from this equation we are going to simplify and find out a quadratic equation, and using that quadratic equation we will determine the age. So here let us take the LCM first. So what will be the LCM here? The LCM will be x minus 3 and x plus 5. For the first term, x minus 3 and x minus 3 will get cancelled, and x plus 5 one times will give you x plus 5 if you take the LCM for the first term. Similarly, plus for the second term, x plus 5 is already present in the denominator, so x minus 3 one times is taken in the numerator. So it is x minus 3 is equal to 1 divided by 3. So now let us cross multiply these terms. So we will get 3 into x plus 5 plus x minus 3, okay, the whole bracket. So this whole thing should be multiplied with 3 is equal to 1 into x minus 3 into x plus 5. Again this whole brackets should be multiplied by 1. So first of all let us open the brackets. So 3 into x plus 5 plus x, so plus into minus will be minus 3 is equal to, since we have to multiply with 1, so first of all let us open the brackets inside here. So multiply first term x with x plus 5 and then minus 3 with again x plus 5. So if you simplify inside the bracket, you will get plus x, and plus x will be 2x, and 5 minus 3 will be equal to plus 2, since greater number sign should be taken, which is plus here in this case. So this is equal to, so let us multiply here, x into x is x square and x into plus 5 is plus 5x, then minus 3 into x is minus 3x, and minus into plus will be minus 5 3s are 15. Okay, so now let us multiply with 3 here. So 3 2s are 6x plus 3 2s are 6 is equal to x square. So plus 5x and minus 3x will be, we have to subtract with greater number sign. So greater number sign is plus, so it is plus 2x minus 15. Okay, so now let us transfer this plus 6x and plus 6 to right hand side, since we have to equate the whole term equal to 0 to obtain a standard form of a quadratic equation. Okay, so transferring this plus 6x and plus 6 to the right hand side, we are going to obtain x square plus 2x minus 15x plus 6x will become minus 6x and plus 6 will become minus 6 is equal to 0. So x square, so we have here plus 2x and minus 6x. So greater number sign is going to come here after subtraction. So greater number sign is minus, since it is minus 6x. So subtracting 6x with 2x, you're going to obtain 4x, and minus 15 and minus 6 here we have. So we are going to add with a minus sign. So 15 plus 6, it is 21 is equal to 0. So now we have obtained a quadratic equation, the standard form, which is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So now we can apply any of the three methods to find out the roots here. Either you can apply the method of factorization or splitting the middle term. Then we can apply a quadratic formula, or by using completing the square we can find out the roots. So here let us find out the roots by using the method splitting the middle term. So first of all let us find the a, b and c value comparing with the standard form of the quadratic equation. So a value is here, it is 1, b value is 4 and c value is 21. To find out the roots by the method of splitting the middle term, we are only going to take the coefficients of x square, x and c. The signs we are not going to consider in this case. The detailed explanation for this method I have already given in my previous videos. If you have not watched that video, please find the link in the description box below, or you can click the I button above so that you have the better understanding of what I'm talking here. For splitting the middle term, we have to take the product as a into c. So in this case, what is the a value? It is 1 into c is 21. So the product we have to obtain is 21, and since minus sign is here, we are going to take the difference. If plus sign was there, we would have taken sum. So difference is equal to b, that is, in this case it is 4. So now we have to factorize 21 in such a way and obtain the factors such that the product is 21 and the difference should be 4. Smallest possible number which is divisible by 21 is 3. 3 7s are 21 and 7 1s are. Okay, so now we can take the product 7 into 3 as the two factors. So 7 3s are 21 and 7 minus 3 will give you 4. So 7 minus 3 we are going to substitute instead of 4, and this is how we are going to split this middle term 4. Okay, so we will write x square, the signs will be as it is, minus, instead of 4 we are writing 7 minus 3 into x minus 21 is equal to 0. So x square minus into 7 will be minus 7 into x, then minus into minus will be plus 3 into x minus 21 is equal to 0. Now let us take common between these two terms and these two terms. So what is common here? X is common. So x is left here and minus 7. So again here we will take plus sign since the plus sign is there. So here we will take 3 as common. So x is left. So plus into minus will be minus. Since 21 can be written as 7 into 3. So we are taking out 3 common. So 7 is left behind. So this is equal to 0. Now we can observe that x minus 7 is common again here. So we are taking out x minus 7. So what is left behind? X and plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore we can write x minus 7 is equal to 0 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now sending this minus 7 to the right hand side, we are going to obtain x is equal to 7 and x is equal to, when plus 3 goes to the right hand side, it will become minus 3. Now here you observe we have got two values for x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 3. But initially what we had assumed x to be the present age of Rahman, right? But the age cannot be in negative. Okay, so we will take the value x is equal to 7. So write down, since age cannot be negative, therefore the present age of Rahman is 7 years. The present age of Rahman is 7 years. So this is how we solve this question number 4. If you have any doubts, please comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving question number 5 from exercise 10.3, chapter number 10, quadratic equations. So till then, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.